Ever found yourself wanting to ask someone what they do for a living in Arabic, but you just blank? Well, that's exactly what we're going to tackle today. We are going to break down a complete, real-world career conversation piece by piece so you can walk away feeling ready to actually use it.
By the time we're done here, you'll have the exact words and, just as important, the grammar to confidently chat with someone about their job. So, you ready to build your very first professional conversation in Arabic? Let's dive in.
Okay, so first things first, every good chat has to start somewhere, usually with a simple greeting. Let's meet our two speakers, Ali and Salma, and see exactly how they get the ball rolling. It all kicks off with a super simple, direct question. Marhaban, ma ismik, which just means, hello, what's your name? And Salma's reply is just as straightforward. Ismi Salma, wa Anta, meaning, my name is Salma, and you. See that? It's that polite back and forth that really is the foundation of any good conversation.
All right, let's zoom in on those words. Ism is name. Ana is I. Now, Anta means you, but specifically when you're talking to a man. And that's a really big deal in Arabic. We'll circle back to that. And of course, Marhaban is your all-purpose hello. These are literally the building blocks for any introduction.
Okay, so introductions are out of the way. Now the conversation shifts to the main event, work. This is really the heart of what we're learning today. Let's see how Ali and Salma handle it.
So Ali asks Salma, Ayna ta'malin, or where do you work? Now listen really closely to the end of that verb, ta'malin. Did you catch that? That in sound is a super important clue that he knows he's speaking to a woman. And Salma replies, Ana a'mal fi markaz at-tarjama, which means I work at the translation center.
So here are the key pieces from Salma's answer. We've got amal, which means work, markaz is center, and tarjama is translation. You just string them together and you get markaz at-tarjama, the translation center. Pretty logical, right?
Now, Salma asked about his job, but here's a little twist. Ali isn't actually working yet. So instead, he tells her about his background. He says, Ana mutakhasis fi dirasat al-liqaa fil jaami'a, which translates to, I specialize in language studies at the university.
And this sentence is great because it gives us a whole new set of words for the academic world. Mutakhasis means specialist, dirasa is study, and jaami'a is university. These are perfect if you're a student or maybe you work at a college.
You know, a really good conversation doesn't just stay in the present. It's about dreams, about ambitions, and that's exactly where Ali and Salma go next, which is a fantastic way to build a real connection.
Salma is sharp. She puts two and two together and asks, Hal turid an tusbiha mutarjiman? Or, do you want to become a translator? Ali confirms it right away. Naam, uridu an usa'id an-nas, which means, yes, I want to help people.
And that brings us to the key job in our little story, mutarjim, or translator. It's what Salma does now and what Ali hopes to do. It's the word that ties their whole conversation together.
So we've got the words, but now it's time for the real magic, the grammar that holds it all together. Think of this as the engine. Understanding these simple rules is what's going to let you build your own sentences for any situation.
Let's start with questions. Ma is your go-to for what, like, what is your name? Ayna is for where, like, where do you work? And hal? Oh, hal is like a secret weapon. It turns a regular sentence into a yes or no question, like, do you want? So incredibly useful.
Okay, lean in for this one because this is huge in Arabic. The word for you actually changes depending on gender. You use Anta when you're talking to a man and Anti when you're talking to a woman. Seriously, getting this right shows so much respect and it'll make your Arabic sound way more natural.
So let's look at that verb to work again. For I work, you say amal. For a guy, you work is tamal. But for a woman, there it is again, that een sound we heard Ali use, ta'malin. Once you spot this pattern, a light bulb just goes off and you can start using it with tons of other verbs.
All right, that's enough of me talking. You know the best way to make something stick is to actually do it. So let's put what you just learned to the test. It's your turn.
First question for you. Ayna ta'mal Salma. Where does Salma work? Take a second. Got it? She works at the translation center, the markaz at-tarjama. Nice.
And what about Ali? ماذا يريد علي أن يصبح? What does he want to become? That's right, he wants to be a mutarjim, a translator. See? You got this.
Okay, now for the fun part. Try filling these in. For the first one, just pop your name in there. The second one, I work at the translation center, so markaz. Perfect. And the last one, do you want to become a translator? Mutarjiman. Look at that. You're already making the language your own.
So, here's my final challenge for you. You have the blueprint now. The entire framework for this conversation is yours. So, what job are you going to talk about? Are you going to be a tabib, a doctor, a muhandis, an engineer, or a muallim, a teacher? The structure is yours to command now. Go out there and start a conversation.